So I found this gold paint that I'm going to use to spray paint one of my bird cages to gold. Where is it? This one. I really like this bird cage, but I wanted to match these ones, and I will leave one of them white. I think. I don't know. I'm still thinking. So if I hang these bird cages on the porch here with lights in them, they're going to be hung on the porch with lights in them. I think they'll be beautiful. And then I will also have a bigger bird cage in the garden with the nativity scene. It's so pretty already, but I have a theme. So I must spray the patina. Oh. All right, let's do this. This is what I'm going to use to hang them from the ceiling. Because I have magnet, like I have metal ceilings, I'm going to use magnet. They're already sticking to the magnet. Okay. Oh no, it don't even stick. Oh, come on. What? Alice, don't laugh at me. This is what I'm thinking now. I have those long wooden sticks in the kitchen. I mean, in the living room. No, in the living room. Not in like the dining area. I'm gonna hang that from this to there. When we get there, we're gonna have to tie the rope really tight onto the nail. So then we will hang these from the sticks, so it'll be more sturdy. And
yeah, like this is more sturdy. The sticks are way longer than that.
I have some short ones. Never please don't do that.
Well,
let's try it.
Okay, but we need 6 of them.
So we spent the rest of the evening working on the plan B, tying these long sticks together so that we could just slide it into the poles at the top of my porch. So that's what we did for the rest of the night. When we finished working on the structure, it was already late. So I whipped together this fast Alfredo recipe to go with stuffed cheese ravioli. I am just sharing it with you because the kids love this recipe and they asked for more to go to school the next day. So I thought this would be a good one to share with you all. If there's anyone of you out there that loves Alfredo sauce or has kids like mine that might like it, enjoy.
I don't have Parmesan cheese, so I'm using this. All the cheeses. Slow down, slow down. Okay, so I want this to go in here. So go over there. Go over there.
I can't.
You can go here like this.
I can't. You have to go further.
And I'm gonna put it in. I'm turning it this way, so turn it along with me. Turn it. Move it to the end.
Mommy, I think it's supposed to be flipped.
Hmm?
I think it's supposed to be flipped. This side's supposed to go there.
So we got it in there, but this thing is sticking out. That one is kind of short, and it looks so, I don't know, it looks kind of bad.
Kinda.
What do you mean? So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe hang a wreath in the center there to kind of hide that and make it look a little nicer, and then maybe more wreaths over there to hide those things. That's all I can think of. Let's keep going and see. Go even better. Oh, that's so ghetto. Okay, it's better than nothing, I guess. We can hang some more things from there. Okay, so what we're gonna do, Alice, come help me. I got some incense cedar from the store, and so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna tie these incense cedars from up there to design it a little bit, just because it looks kind of bad. We've wrapped them all up, and they look like this on the jute string, and I'm gonna hang them on there. All right, Alice. All right, so this is a boxwood wreath that I found at Home Depot or something like that. It's dried, so it is good. I've had it for a few weeks now and it hasn't gotten brown. So now what I've done is I've tied jute wire all around it, as you can see, and we're just gonna hang this from the center of the wood. So let's do that.
I want to put this obelisk in the display, and I just don't have a use for it. But I just feel this nagging feeling that I should add it. So I'm just moving it around, trying to figure it out.
Look at this. So many. I just had to, they wanted to put more, but my car is just not that big. What is this? Some kind of spruce. It's like a greenish blue spruce. I am in love. And they cut it to the perfect size too, so I could just trim it. But yes, 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 yes. I was just driving and there's a car that's throwing away all of these greens. They're shaving off the trees, and they were just, I don't know, putting them through a wood chipper and throwing them all away. And I just was able to stop them and pick a few up for myself. It looked like one of those cars. See it behind me? Like one of those cars. Guys, I'm so excited.
So now it's time to sort through them all. I decided to use floral foam for the first time, and I must say it kept everything together and kept my plants from falling out of the container. I'm also cutting some red twig dogwoods here from my own garden. I'm basically scavenged through my yard to find things to reuse, and the only new thing that I bought was a bundle of greens from Costco. But other than that, everything else was just scavenged through my yard or things that I've kept year after year. It was a cold, frigid day. It probably was the coldest day of the year so far, but I was determined to get this done and over with because it's so close to Christmas. So it's there out into the wee hours of the night, and I even used my car headlights just to make sure that I did everything that I needed to do. And you just see me plucking these greens into the ground because I wanted to create a scene for the nativity that I will be putting here. Does this look right on here? I don't know. I'm just trying to create a beautiful star, but we'll see how it goes tomorrow. But look at the lights, yay! They're so pretty, I'm so happy.
Hi friends, it's another day. Before we continue, look what I found. So, hold on, is this still looking good? So the day where I got the free greens, one of them looks like a star. It looks like the Star of David almost. It's a little bit broken up because I left it out here. I don't know what happened, but I love the points. So I'm going to use this as the Star of David, and I'm going to put this star on top of this. This is garden trellis, but I like that it's white, and it's going to be like the shine coming from the star. And then I'm gonna put this star on top of this. Just bring it down a little bit so you can see. Put this star on top of this. I'm gonna use this green gauge wire. It is 150 feet, 24 gauge wire. I'm gonna wire the star onto this, and then we're gonna put this behind the main, like on top of the manger. Found a way to make the cage stay up. I kind of stuffed the greens inside and created this back. Once I stuck it inside, I just kind of lift up the flaps. But now this space is empty, that space is empty, and I want it to be more full. So I have leftover greens, and I'm just gonna stick it around to fill up the space. I want it to be lush. Before we start, I think this grass back here, this grass, will be perfect as hay inside the manger where baby Jesus will lay. So I'm going to cut this grass and put it down here. So I got this from Facebook Marketplace. The lady I bought it from actually wrapped this up in this nutcracker bag. Let's see what's in the gift. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And this is the set. And it's nice and beautiful. Look at Mary. I love how they took their time to create it. And it looks like she's praying, but she's also thanking, like looking at the baby. This is one of the animals in the manger.
This is Joseph, and that's she, baby Jesus. So cute. Look at this. I love that it's like crystal, and he's just lying in there looking up at Mary and Joseph and at the star that we're going to put behind him. And then it came with one more animal for, is this a horse, a donkey for the main. Maybe I'll use this. Oh, please go in. Go in. I need somebody in there. Go in. Just to go. Get out of there. I'm gonna get my clippers and put some hay in here. We are getting close to the finish line, but there's still a few finishing touches I'd like to add. The soil is frozen in this container, so I'm just adding hot water so that I can add some greens and finish dressing up the rest of the porch because it needs to be on point. I didn't do all this work for nothing. Working into the wee hours of the night again, but this time I got to put up Christmas lights, and I knew at this point that I was basically done, and I'm ready to show you the finished product. All right, so we're done. Finally, we're done. Let me show you what we've done so far. Well, we're done. Well, I would like to add more lights, but I think for now we're good. But I'm going to start off with these containers that we did today. And they are, well, we didn't do them today. We've done them a few days ago, but what we did for this whole display. It's beautiful. It's full. It's lush. There's just so much going on. So first off, I put these cabbages in there, and they don't look too amazing, but they were from my display that I had going on in the fall. From my fall display, I just recycled them and put them in this display. And the magnolia leaves are also recycled from last year. They're dry magnolia leaves, but they still do the job because my main focus was to get this brown. This brown tip is what I wanted to focus on all throughout the container, matching the pine cones. I put a whole bunch of different greens. We got the greens that we got from, you know, the people that were cutting down the fir tree, and so I got a bunch of that from them in there. I don't know what this is. This may be a cedar that we have in here. This is from Costco, along with this plant over here. I don't know if this is a eucalyptus or some sort of plant, but we got that from Costco, the bundle at Costco. I recycled these red twig dogwoods over here. They're not as bright. These ones are from a few years ago that I saved. And then the really bright ones right here, see the difference? These are from the ones that I planted in my garden. They're new growth. So I cut them this year and they grew fresh. And it's always brightest from the new growth, like the new ones that grow fresh. They're always brighter than the rest. And then I have some sticks in there from my house. Those are just regular household decor. You know, those ones that you get in a bundle from the store to put in a vase in the house. I just took them and put them in there. And then the display, well, those birch trees, birch sticks, I had them also from a few years ago, and I just put everything in there. I wanted it to stand out. I wanted it to be full and abundant looking, and I think we achieved that. So if we pan over, yeah, this is what the display is looking like, guys. We'll get to the reindeers soon. We have the same look going in these two containers in the front here. They are also full. Oh, look how this cabbage is wide open over here, looking so lovely. I love it. You could just see the whole thing. And this is the front of the container. They are very long and wild, but I like that abundant look it gives. And then let me show you the back. So this is the back of the container. It has a clear back, but yeah, I just kind of put this one standing up to kind of give it a backdrop to these red twig dogwoods so they will stand out more. Continuing on with the containers, which now have reindeers in them. You didn't see that last night because I was doing it in the dark and it was just too dark for me to show you, but I put lights on this tree. This is a double almond tree here, blooms pink all over in the spring. And I just got these beautiful reindeers and I put them in here. I was hoping that this would signify the shepherd's horses or camels. So it doesn't really look like a real reindeer to me, except for the antlers. And I, completed the container in the bottom there with some greens, piled up some lights on it. So it just lights up from down here and it also lights up from above. And I also just mimic the other container that we have in the front with these beautiful cabbages tucked in. And then we have some lanterns around it just to kind of, spruce it up a little bit. One lantern here with greens, a fasting I put together with stars on it and has greens inside. But then here we go again with the same look that we have in the other one. This one is silver, so it's just kind of mimicking the lights that we have. Do you see how we have white? It matches the silver here, and then we have gold, matches the gold camel / reindeer over there. I think this turned out lovely, and they look really pretty with the containers sort of mimicking each other in a way. Okay, and if we go up the stairs, the bird cages that we put up, it turned out so pretty, especially when they light up at night. They are gorgeous. I might insert a video of what they look like at night. And basically, they represent the gold. This is like the gold that they brought to, the gold, the three wise men. The three wise men brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So that's what this is supposed to represent, with the white one being one of the angels that came and said good news and goodwill to man. So that's what this is representing, the angel. It could be Gabriel or whoever, and that's why he has the wreath above him. And then these are the gifts. I hung incense cedar all around because I was trying to hide the infrastructure, but it ended up being so beautiful. And since myrrh and frankincense is used to make incense, I think the incense cedar is also a part of the gifts that they brought baby Jesus. Beautiful. Bought this wreath from the store. It also has some incense cedar in there, blueberries and pine cones. So this is where baby Jesus is residing right now, inside of this beautiful bird cage, the largest one of them all. And I left the door open just to kind of say, come on in and see. It's in there with Mary, Joseph, and one of the animals, like the animals that were in there with him. And then he's lying there in this beautiful gold cage that I was hoping to represent the most important gift of them all. And I put lights in there to shine above, because if I'd have put lights underneath it, you wouldn't be able to see them because they're crystal, right? And then around him, I just put the greens around on the ground just to kind of build out the scene and show the lushness. I just stuck those greens in the ground. And then the ultimate background for him is the Star of David. Now the lights are kind of mingling it up a bit, but you get the point. Can you imagine that just came like that? Now it would be a perfect star if it wasn't for the lights, but it's pointy at the top, pointy at the bottom, and it's just perfect. So that's the Star of David over baby Jesus. Beautiful. So that's the Christmas display this year. I'm in love with it all. I think Jesus is the reason for this season. It's clearly displayed here.